So, what made you first get into the ring?
To be honest, I never even thought about boxing. The gym I started at, they had like 3 different like aspects to it. They had boxing, wrestling, and MMA.
Mm-hmm. Where was this? Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're all good. It's Whaling City, downtown in London.
Okay.
They were located on Bank Street, but now they moved to Broad Street. So I will go to wrestling just to like work out and like stay in shape. But then that's the same day I tried wrestling. My boy told me about the boxing classes at like later at like 4 o'clock. He's like, you should try boxing. I tried it that same day, and then like I fell in love with it. I couldn't deal with wrestling because I'm a small dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like wrestling around with people. So boxing, I realized like I had quick hands, I had good stamina, so I just stuck with it, and I felt like I was good at it.
Mm-hmm. What weight class are you in?
I am a flyweight, so that's 114 pounds.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the different weight classes? Because I don't know too much about boxing, but I'm very interested.
So boxing, it first starts off, I'm going to just name the weights. It starts off, for guys, it starts at 108, 114,
Okay.
123, 132, 141, 100, I think it's 52, 165, 172, and then it goes to like 200 pounds for like heavyweights.
Yep. Interesting. Damn. So, let's see. What's the next thing I want to ask you? How important is it for you to keep striving for people like your late friend John Carpenter and your former coach Raleigh?
It's Raleigh, yeah. It's very important. Always try to make people around me proud.
Mm-hmm.
Always try to sit there. I feel like if I give up, I feel like I'd be letting them down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like John, rest in peace, he was always a positive dude. He was always like reaching to strive. He always had a saying, don't let people like box you in, and don't let people like define you.
Mm-hmm.
So I take that with me every day. I don't let people define me. To be honest, a lot of people try to define my boxing career. Since we talk about not letting people define me, a lot of people sit there and try to tell me not to turn open class too early. I'm gonna explain open class.
Okay.
Basically, for boxing, if you have less than 10 fights, you're considered a novice fighter. If you have 10 or more fights, you're open class.
Okay.
So say if I have 12 fights, I can fight somebody that has like 100 plus fights.
Mm-hmm.
Open class is basically you're an elite fighter.
Yeah.
You have a lot of experience. So when I entered the Golden Gloves, I only had 8 fights. Some of the coaches from my old gym were telling me, "Oh, stay novice, just win it for the second time." Not because I won it until I was 17 when I was novice, and they were telling me to stay novice and win it again in the novice division. But my main coach is telling me just win it open class. You have good experience because I'll be sparring.
He believed in you. Yeah.
He definitely believed in me. I would spar pros. I would spar people with way more experience. I would spar bigger guys. So I felt like a guy my own size.
Yeah.
It wouldn't really be. It wouldn't be like any competition.
So how would you say that helps when you're sparring these guys that are a lot bigger than you and maybe a little bit more experienced?
I say it helps a lot because I would spar with one of my good friends, Alejandro Paulino.
Mm-hmm.
He's 141 pounds, and I fight at 114, so that's a big size difference. So I would spar with him. He has more fights than me too. So sparring with a guy bigger than me and much more experience, it helps me out because getting in the ring with guys my size, they're not going to hit as hard as he does.
Yeah.
Or they're not going to have the same experience or same ring generalship that he does. So anything that he displays in the ring, they're not going to be able to do. So I feel like I'll have more experience when I step in the ring with them, even if they may have more fights than me.
What would you say your biggest strength in the ring is?
To be honest, I would say my speed. Every time, not trying to like sound cocky or anything, every time I go to like a different gym, or if I fight a fighter, their coach always come up to me and tell me like, man, like you're sharp, or like you're too quick, or even the fighter will come up to me and tell me like, yo, it was so hard to hit you, like you're so fast. And that's the name of the game too. It's hit and not get hit. Because because I don't want to sit there and be like one of those fighters that retires because they were injured. I want to retire healthy. So that's the name of the game. I try to be smart in there. I can brawl if I have to, but my main goal is to just be smart in there and just hit the guy and just be quick and get out of there.
I kind of respect the fact that it's a competitive sport, but like you gotta show each other a lot of love. For me, like in the ring, like you said, like they'll come up to you and be like, they'll compliment you on your skills and shit like that, rather than be mad that they lost it. So like, that's dope. I think that's dope about boxing.
Yeah. There's a lot of respect to the game.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of respect. It's one of my coaches was always telling me like, you guys can be friends after the fight, like. Because I would say when I first started boxing, my first couple fights, I would go up to the guy and like talk to him and be cool with him. Then my coach would just yell at me like, he's like, until after the fight, he's your enemy.
Okay.
So don't sit there and show him respect until after the fight.
I treat my shorties the same way. You feel me? We can be friends after we fight.
Yo, I just feel all of my people. Yo, that's my new motto, yeah, for real. That's great.
Put that in your Twitter bio.
Yeah, like, we could be friends after we fuck.
There you go, man.
I feel like everybody's fucking dough is better than mine. I'm about to have like a party of one pizza.
I feel like my dough is
See, we're all gonna come out with different doughs or different pies.
Yeah.
So in a tweet from July 24th, you tweeted, "Boxing ain't no joke. Boxing fans think they understand what us fighters go through to give y'all the entertainment y'all love. Rest in peace, champ." So can you talk about, explain that a little bit more, dive deeper into it.
All right. So basically, there was this fighter. I believe his first name was Max. His nickname was Mad Max. Dadashev. I believe he was a Russian fighter. He died from like head injuries after his boxing match. No one really knows the sacrifice and the dedication it takes to like step in the ring. Like I'm gonna explain like two things. Like you sacrifice a lot of like your personal life and you sacrifice your health at the same time. There's many times that I would say I missed birthday parties, I missed family events, I miss graduations, I miss very important things that I should have gone to that I feel bad that I didn't go to because I had to train or I had to fight that same day.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you sacrifice your health. There's so many fighters that died in that ring just to give people entertainment. Yeah, just.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my shit. I was trying to get it so it's like spread out like that.
Jesus pizza look wild.
Damn. You're gonna have like a nice thin crust though.
Yeah. That's what I'm going for.
Does anybody want pepperonis?
Yeah, I'm gonna get nasty tomorrow.
I might do both.
Yeah, I might do both too.
Yeah, just sprinkle that cheese.
But yeah, so fighters, like us fighters, we sacrifice our health all the time. Like, I don't know, I just feel bad because boxing fans will criticize fighters and sit there and say, oh, this fighter's a bum, or like there's many fights that I've been to that the fight fans would just sit there and yell, oh, this guy fucking sucks, boo. Like, show the guy some respect. It takes dedication, it takes heart to step in that ring.
Yeah.
Like, I respect any fighter that steps in that ring. Like, I may call another fighter a bum just because I'm fighting that guy and I feel like I'm better than him.
Yeah.
But whether he's better than me or if I'm better than him, I show him respect no matter what. Because it takes dedication, it takes heart to step in that ring. There's many fighters that lose their lives in that ring just to give people entertainment, and people don't understand that. I just think people don't give fighters the respect that they deserve.
They talk about it a lot in football, but I'm surprised they don't talk about it a lot more in boxing.
They don't at all. They talk about it when it's too late. They talk about it when the fighter's already dead or he's already in critical condition, or when he can't even talk, he's basically a vegetable. They worry about it when it's too late. I feel like they need to worry about it now. And I feel like coaches need to do their part. I feel like coaches need to know their fighter, and I respect the rest in peace to the fighter that Russian fighter that just died. I seen a video when his coach was in his corner, telling him like, "Please let me stop the fight. You're getting hit way too much. Please let me stop the fight." And his coach did stop the fight, but he was still hurt too bad to the point he still had to go to the hospital. But I respect his coach, the fact that he knows his fighter, he knows that
He knows his limits and shit. Yeah, exactly.
he's seen that his fighter was hurt, so he stepped in. If any coach or any gym you go to, if they sit there and try to make it seem like you have to take punishment to get a reward or to win a fight, it's not worth it. Like, a coach should drill you to the point that you should be protected, and the coach should tell you that, oh, he's out for your best interest instead of sitting here. Because I've met a coach before that tried to make me into a brawler, and when I could tell that's not the fighter I wanted to be.
Yeah, exactly. You wanted to be the smart one. You wanted to be defensive with it, but like he was like, nah, just go in there, and no matter what the outcome is, because he's not the one having to deal with the outcome.
Exactly. There's actually, when I was training with him, there was one fight. Well, not one fight, one sparring match that I've been in. Honestly, I got hit so much in that sparring match. Like, I was angry with myself. Like, honestly, in a sparring match, if I get hit with shots I know I shouldn't have got hit with, or if I should have been better with my defense, I sit there, I get angry with myself. I'll sit there and, like, I would say, like, I try to be a perfectionist when I know, like, no one's perfect but the man above, but I try to sit there and be perfect with everything I do. Like, if I got hit with a jab and I know I should have slipped under it and hit it with an uppercut or something, I'll sit there and go home and I'll watch my videos of me sparring over and over again and be like, oh, I could have done this better, I could have done this, I could have done that. I try to sit there and be better each and every day. So.
What's your training process like?
My training process, I usually will wake up early in the morning, check my weight, and then I may go for like a 3-mile run. I try to go for no less than 3 miles. I go to like 3 or 6 miles, and then later on that day, I'll go to the boxing gym around like 4 or 5 o'clock. I would train for like 3 hours, but within that 3 hours, I would shadow box, work on my combinations, work on slipping punches. I would envision like a guy like throwing punches at me, so I could work on my combination, work on my head movement, and then I would jump rope for like, I'll say like 3 rounds. I would either spar. I'll spar like at least like 3 times a week. I'll either spar or do pad work, which is a coach will put on these like mitts, where they work on combinations and like work on head movement and defense and everything. So I either do that or spar, and then and I'll hit the heavy bag for a couple rounds too. And then later on that night after I leave the gym, I may do strength and conditioning, or I may go for another run. So I try to work out at least like 2 or 3 times a day.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. That's why I'm always tired, no matter what.
Yeah.
Always tired. It's definitely tough. That's what I'm saying. No one understands. Like, a lot of my friends. I mean, not a lot of my friends, but there's some people that have been upset with me, the fact that I don't have free time to like actually hang out with them like I used to.
Yeah.
But I always say, if someone's mad at you for pursuing your dreams and not being able to give them all your undivided attention, I feel like they're not with you like you think they are. I feel like they're selfish.
They aren't riding for you.
Yeah, they're not riding for you like they say you are. They're like they say they are. They're not supportive of your dreams, because anybody that supports your dreams and is riding for you, they'll understand why like you don't have the time, because you're chasing your dreams. Your dreams takes like
a lot of time, a lot of effort.
It takes a lot of time. I'm busy all the time. That's why like for instance, like I can never be mad at Tashawn or Nels for, say, if I haven't chilled with them for mad long because they're making music. I couldn't be mad at them for doing that. They're chasing their dreams. They're trying to provide for their family. They're trying to sit there and make it out. They're trying to make it. I can never be mad at somebody for trying to make it. If I haven't seen them for months or maybe even a year, and then we link up later on, it's like nothing ever happened. It's like we never even split. Yeah. I can never be mad at someone for chasing their dreams. That's why I get upset with people when they get mad at me chasing my dreams, and I don't have time for them like I usually do. I barely see my parents, and I live with my parents. I barely see my parents.
But you're just straight working, man.
Yeah, I'm just and my mom doesn't get mad. My mom or my dad, they don't get mad. They understand that I'm out.
They
Like,
see your talent, man.
they see I'm out here chasing my dreams, so they don't get mad. So anyone that's supporting you 100%, they won't get mad at you for chasing your dreams just because you don't have free time for them.
Exactly. There's actually an artist out of, I think, Norwich. Her name is Kingcess, and she actually has one of her lyrics off of her new tape where she's like, "I do this for like everybody plus the fan or like the friends that I don't see." And I talked to her about that, and I think that's very interesting because, like you said, a lot of people don't understand that. It's like when you have a dream, you're gonna want to try to pursue that, and when you pursue that, like with me with the breakthrough, I can't hang out with a friend because I might be doing an interview, and it's like my friend isn't gonna get mad because they realize like, okay, like that's something that he got to do. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna go smoke a blunt down the hill and I don't want to chill with you. It's like you're actually following something, you're chasing something, and that's the big thing.
It's a lot of people don't understand that though. A lot of people don't understand it until they're in your shoes.
Exactly. And I see you're also a banker too.
Yeah, they love me at the bank. Like,
I bet.
It's crazy. I know. To be honest, like a lot of people ask me, how do I like juggle like a full-time job and boxing? But to be honest, it's tough. I'm always tired at work.
Yeah.
Always tired. But I know that until I reach that point where I can just box and like live off of the money that comes in from boxing,
Yeah. I
know I have to work. So I do what I can just to basically make money to fulfill my boxing dream at the moment. I love the bank. It's definitely a career. Like, it's definitely something I can fall back on God forbid, if I don't make it with boxing.
Yeah.
It's something I can fall back on because in the banking world, if you get into the bank, it's easy to move up because they like to hire internally.
Yeah.
So since I'm already in there,
it's just a great way to build up.
It's a great way to climb the ladder if you're looking for like a career.
Yeah. So I see that you're wearing a cash. Oh wow. A Cassius Clay shirt. Who are some of your biggest inspirations when it comes to the boxing world?
To be honest, I have to say, you know me, Money May. I gotta say Mayweather. A lot of people, alright, let me say this. A lot of people need to stop hating on Mayweather. People hate on Mayweather because they say he cherry picks his fighters, say he doesn't want to fight the best. You know how many world champions he made look like amateur fighters? He made many world champions look like they were average. It's because he's smart. His muscle memory, his defense, and everything is just too up to par for any of these fighters. People hate on him because they can't beat him. That's the thing. They hate on him because they can't beat him. So, and another one of my favorite fighters is, rest in peace, he died the other day, Pernell Whitaker, Sweet Pea. That dude was one of the most exciting fighters. I feel like he paved the way for defensive fighters like Mayweather.
Really?
Yeah, because I was watching his videos. Like, when training for a fight, the fighters I would watch is Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard. Because those guys were, like, excellent boxers. They weren't really brawlers. They would brawl if they have to, but they were excellent boxers.
Yep.
I would watch their fights. And Pernell Whitaker, that dude, he would sit on the ropes and dodge all your punches and stand in front of you with his hands down, like, dodge all your punches.
That's crazy. That's nice.
Like, I'm telling you, like, I would study all the greats. I would even, like, study some of the upcoming pros, too.
Yeah.
But I've seen some talent. There's a pro fighter, Shakur Stevenson, from New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey. He's nasty.
Nice.
He's nice. So I would study. Even if a fighter's younger than me, I'll try to, like, learn from any fighter I can. If they do something different than what I do, I try to learn from it. I try to sit there and I'm always a student.
You're an open book.
Always.
That's awesome.